First of all, the Chancellor reports that the Duke of Burgundy wishes to join the Holy Roman Empire, which is very surprising. I think this is because after what we have done here, they feel very vulnerable, and first of all, they are hostile against us, and I think that the only thing that they are going to feel that is going to be the best for them, for their own survival, is to join the Holy Roman Empire. But because it's the Holy Roman Empire, we have to vote on that. There are votes here, Imperial Diet. So the actual emperor is Frederick II of the Palatinate, and we have 33 votes that are welcoming Charles I of Burgundy into the empire, and 22 votes that are banning the entry. I think that we're going to ban the entry, so we're going to be the number 23. Hopefully 23 of 57. Hopefully we're going to get a little bit more of those. So as you can see, there was a war of coalition. Right now there's no coalition, by the way. The coalition is always any single city-state that is part of the Holy Roman Empire, or the HRA. I managed to survive the onslaught, and I have shown the world that Holland is here to stay. So we have right now 99 improved relations with Austria, and our leader just died, so we are a young duke, 16 years old, Johann III von Heinsberg. And we need to find a suitable consort. Okay, I have filled every single slot of these guys here. These are the advisors, and we're still finding a way to get ourselves the Utrechtians, the bishopric of Utrecht, and this is one of my favorite soundtracks of EU4. And it's amazing. Okay, so let's see, royal marriage is going to reduce this, so I'm going to decline, because either way, if I attack these guys, they are not coming, so I don't care right now. The missions, I am able to do the Hansa relations, because this is becoming more powerful than the Hansa, apparently. You can see my power projection and my trade power here. Let me just move this. Let me just pass the movement of this. So this is I am pretty powerful in terms of trade power. You can see that I have 29% in the English Channel, which is considered one of the richest trade nodes in the entirety of the game, and 36 against England, which is not bad. I was 31, something like that, but something happened. Okay, so look at the money, look at the amount of trade that is coming in. I managed to get another merchant. The merchant is now steering trade from the Northern Sea. I have another one from Champagne, and another one from Lübeck. So let's take, if I attack Lon, the Palatinate is going to get involved. Sadly, Austria is not going to be involved in that. So I'm trying to get a little bit more of improved relations with Austria to do that. Let's see if it's going to be possible with this. Let's say right now it's a 6. Let's say another month. I'm going to put Gabriel Mapel and continue training my troops because I don't want to lose the training that I already have. You lose the training if you leave them alone. By the way, these guys are angry. By the way, yeah. Sorry, I'm just, because I am a monarchy, I just took the did this seize land, so I'm seizing the land of all of the states in my country, and I'm going to continue doing so. So next month we're going to be able to take more land. This is everything what they got. They got these Catholic zealots trying to besiege Friedland, but it's going to be impossible because they don't have enough men to do that. Perhaps right now, in the next month, where I'm going to forcefully take land from the states, I think there's going to be another rebellion. I don't know. The risks of trade. Trade over large distances can be risky if profitable. The weather brigands and pirates remain a threat on land as well on water. The burghers can cope with a certain amount of mishaps and have their own ways to protect themselves and ensure their cargo. Lately, however, things have been going badly for a large number of merchants' families, and some are at risk of bankruptcy. It may be prudent to offer some financial compensation to get them back on their feet. I think this is because of the states thing here. Most of the states are very angry with me. If I do compensate the traders, basically he is a calm guy, I will lose money and I will get mercantilism, which I don't care of right now, or make them more angry. I think this is going to be better. They knew what they were getting into, and yeah, I'm losing all of this, but I don't care because I'm about to take more land here. Your rebel armies then won. I cannot seize land because these guys are still here. So what I'm going to do is to take all of my troops, and certainly I'm going to attack these guys, because if this bunch of zealots are trying to tell me, the King von Heinsberg, the actual King of Holland, that I can't take land just because of them, they are delusional. Okay. What is this? Could her lips be any redder? Doubtful hello in the back of your mind echo the cautioning words of priests and preachers. Is this what the sermon spoke of? The devil in a woman's body. The temptations of the flesh. Strange as devils go, this one looks a lot like an angel. Either way, you'll have to bring this up in your confession on Sunday. By the way, I'm planning to change the religion of this country as soon as I can and get myself the Reformed religion, which is a very interesting one. The need of an heir goes before the need of forgiveness, and the nobles of the Van Heinsberg family with a weak claim. This is a noble of the Van Heinsberg family with a weak claim becomes heir, because I'm going to have an heir. I'm going to be involved in carnal sins. I'm going to lose papal influence, which is kind of bullshit. And the Catholicism is going to gain reform desire. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. To papal influence. Who cares? I want this guy. 645. I think the 645 ruler is better than everything that I have been getting here. I have been getting 330 or 03 something, but one of the 3 is 0 with this family. So I think this is going to be better. I'm going to have an heir immediately with a weak claim. Ah, it's a woman from Brabant. It's good. Ah, it's Friesland here, not Brabant. Brabant is here, by the way. Oh, they're getting ready to war. That's odd. So Friesland is the seat of the family of our consort. This province will be less likely to revolt, but will be granted privileges, making it harder to tax or convert this thing here. So we're going to get local unrest and local missionary strength reduced, and autonomy is going to get up in here. But we have 50% autonomy here in Friesland. So from here hails this marriage with Catherine of Friesland here, where we are going to liberate the land of Friesland of these Catholic zealots. Look at this consort, it's really nice. So this guy is going to be called Wilhelm as well. He's going to be Wilhelm the 8th, I think. As soon as I grab the land, I would declare against this guy. This is not doing anything. We continue improving the relations with the Austrians, but it's not changing this number, so I don't think it's going to be possible. Let's see how is this 23. We still have this, my guys. We need to stop them. We vote not for Burgundy. No, say no to Burgundy into the empire. No to Burgundy into the empire. It's going to be much more difficult if Burgundy goes into the empire. Well, at least this land is not of my own interests. More likely Flanderians and Brabantines. Okay, let's liberate the land of the consort Catherine. Liberate the land. Fantastic. Now that I have liberated the land, look at this, I'm going to decline. Now that I have liberated the land, I can take the land. So I will take the land. I have 48.99. Beautiful. More angry people rising here. And these guys are really doing harm. What do we have here for... We're about to get Landsknecht infantry, as you can see, and reform Galoglai, including Condota infantry. Okay, let's march down here. So we just get rid of this guys and we're going to be ready. This is not doing anything, so I'm going to take this guy. There we go. Perfect. Now we just wait for the regain of the manpower here, and we're about to declare war to the Brabantines. I need Antwerp. For those that don't know, Antwerp is one of the most important centers of trade because they are an entrepot and it has a pretty amazing trade value here of 5.40, as you can see. Trade expansion. Our policy of free trade is going to increasing the trade efficiency and institution spread up to 10 years. Good. Okay, that's fantastic. Now we are ready to rumble here, so I'm going to move to Breda and declare war to these guys. Oh yeah, look at this. Lorraine is not going to get with them, and I'm going to be able to put the Austrians in here. So pretty nice. Let's declare war in here. for the good of Holland and the creation of Netherlands. There we go. There we go. I can call my allies. Let's call them. If I call them, now look at this. I can call the Savoyards. Let's remember that von Heinsberg was part of this. So let's remember that the family of the Heinsberg has blood of Savoyards. So I can call him and I can promise him land because I'm at war with Burgundy, so I can promise them land. I don't know if it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Do they have claims in here? They have claims in Charolais and Dijonais. I think it's going to be good to push them forward in here. It's going to be fun. If I promise them land, it's going to make better odds. But no, I'm just going to confirm and they're going to say, yes, we are going to war against those guys. They're actually at war. Perfect. So I'm going to tell them to go here, you go here. I'm just going to stop the music because I cannot talk like that. France, I think it's getting... No, they are not getting anything here, but France could take also these places. Well, actually these places, they already know that they have to take them. So I'm going to push in here. All of this is going to be occupied by France if it's possible. Let's see what are the claims of these guys, this and this. So we have to send the Austrians here in Nassau and Aachen, including Genoa. Here goes Austria, and here goes Austria. Good thing is that we have these guys as well, the Hungarians. They are in a personal union with Austria. Perfect. Let's just send here the Hungarians. Oh, by the way, let's send the Hungarians and Savoyards here if it's possible. Let's go. Okay. First, let's see if I can get myself a new addition. Well, most of them are 8. Good. So let me get myself. In 7 years is too much of a time, so I'm just going to bring myself another general here. Ooh, what a beautiful one. Look at this. Dirk Scholtenherren. Look at how much pips he have in fire, and at least he can do stuff with this single Hornifice that I have. I think it's a Hornifice. I think it's a Hofnis. Okay, let's deal with this guy here very quickly. This is in woodland. There we go. We got quite interesting here. Now, I really want to take this place, but cannot go here. No, I can. This one is 2, and this one is 2. But I really like this one. Let's see what's France up to. France is moving up in here, so yeah. Ah, they like Nivernais and Auxerrois. There you go. Let's take this place. Ooh, what's happening here? Ooh. At least we occupy this spot. If they want to cross, okay, they won't have any problems to cross there. So I'm gonna move here to Ghent. So at least I'm going to have a better opportunity if they try to cross here. Okay. Ooh, let's see what happened here. Welcome Charles the First of Burgundy into the empire. Are you kidding me? Burgundy will become a part of the Holy Roman Empire. That's why it's going to be amazing when I manage to form the Netherlands, because I'm going to be out of the HRE. They don't even care what was said about that. They're united with Bramantese armies here. They're going straight. They're coming down here. I knew that. I knew that. So what I'm going to do is try to find a good position here. Let me help these guys down here. Then I'm going to go up into my lands. They are straight in here trying to take this place. Are they able to move in here? I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, they can reinforce this place as well. But I think what I'm going to do is to take this place and give it to France very, very quickly. So when they finish here, brother has been occupied. I don't care about that. I just need to give this to France. France, this is yours. Let's help them here. Do we have... yeah, here. Let's go there. I'm going to be attached with this, guys. Okay. Great. Let's go, France. Let's go. I think we can blow up this thing. No, we can't. Why? Because this one is 2 and I just have 1. I don't know if they have something. Oh, where are they going? What? Why they are moving like that? In here? I don't think it's going to be a good idea. We should take this part. We have the Savoyards here. That's nice. Let's hear the music. Let's pause here because Genoa wants something. Ligure will be pillaged by Holland. Genoa will be forced to give Holland 10% of their income each month to pay for the war operations. This will last for 10 years, and Genoa will pay 235, which is going to be divided in all of the allies, and I'm going to get 30.61 and will result in a 0.2 inflation with a peace that will cost Holland 9. Will cost Holland 9 in diplomatic relations. This means that this place was taken by the Genoese, but I don't think the Genoese want that, and they are really interested in stopping this thing. Holland suffers a maximum of 8.6 aggressive expansion. No, I'm not going to do anything with them because I don't want aggressive expansion. enough aggressive expansion I'm going to take with all of the things that I'm going to have here. Let's see what we can get here. The cost of the war tax is going to be reduced. That's the best thing that you can do here. That means that this thing is not going to be taking any war costs. There we go, let's go. What do we got here? For long foreign merchants have been settling in Leeuwarden to better. This is Leeuwarden, Friesland. It's talking about Friesland here. Lately, however, with the intensified activity of the bishopric of Utrecht, the quartet has grown into a city of its own. This is not without its problems. Our own citizens are complaining that a Utrechtian community is growing at their expense. They demand that we impose ourselves rules of foreign merchants and curtail their activities outside the foreign quarter. We could go on Utrecht opinion would go better, and Friesland will get a thriving merchant community up until 10 years, and the local development cost would be reduced, and local goods produced is going to increase. And I think we must respect the wishes of the good men of Leeuwarden. What is this? Settling in Leeuwarden. I think this is talking about the homeland of Katharina, if you remember. This is my consort, and she is an intricate web weaver, constantly hatching new plots. Okay, I'm going to do, we must respect the wishes, and this is going to be good because we're going to have worsened opinion of this, guys, which is pretty natural. Oh, a fight ensues here. Look at this. This is a fight in between the Hungarians. They are attacking the Flanderians. What a beautiful... Oh, they are going to lose. Oh my god, they lost. Interesting battle here. They are a fierce folk indeed. They defeated the Hungarians. Okay, let's see. We're just expanding. Oh, look at that. Luxembourg is now claimed by the... What do they want? Do they want general pay? No, again, no. I don't want aggressive expansion like that. What are you doing? Oh yeah, this is mine. Take everything here and give it to me, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're pushing forward here, invading all of their lands, and they are giving me all of the things that I want. Oh, that's amazing. They have lost. They don't have anything to defend with, even though they have still manpower, but they are not able to recruit anything because all of their lands have been taken, and the Hungarians are doing us a great and marvelous favor in taking Antwerpen here, and we're about to take Antwerpen for ourselves here. So I'm just going to detach this guys and help our friends the Hungarians here to take this place. And finally, yeah, there we go. Finally, this is us. This is our color, and we're good to go here. I don't think we need yearly inflation reduction because by being a Holland, we already have that. We have that by doing found the Amsterdam Whistle Bank, and you have the yearly inflation reduction, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice country centered on trade and reduction of inflation, which is one of the best things that I have ever seen. Nassau is occupied by, and they gave it to us, but I'm going to give it to. It's going to be given to Austria. I think it's going to be better for Austria. And then finally, I hope that the French will give this place to the Austrians, I think. And that's it. I think we will have to start doing negotiations with the Savoyards first up until they finish this. So I'm going to take these guys away from here and send them to Aachen. And we're going to finish this thing. There you go. Aachen has been taken, and 99% with the enthusiasm very low in terms of that. They just gave it to us, but we're going to give this to Austria. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to send my troops back in Breda. When my troops are back in Breda, we're going to begin the relationship. Oh, what the heck? 13.93, and I can become a defender of the faith. Look at that. Okay, let's just save here very quickly. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. The members here are, that's why it's very useful to have a completely built spy network, so you're going to be able to besiege the actual towns very quickly, because this means that you have very developed, you have developed a very nice spy network in the region, so you're going to know where are the people that are going to betray their own countrymen, and they're going to open the gates for you, some sort of things like that. So let's begin with the guys that have nothing to do with their this is they are vassals of Burgundy. Let's remember that Burgundy was recently accepted into the HRE, which is something that it's a very sad situation. I think that being them vassals to this Burgundy, I think we will have to either take all of their lands, which I think is going to grant us a lot of aggressive expansion, and is going to make us we're going to be in this position in which all of the city-states of Germany are going to be ready for a second coalition, which I don't think I'm going to be able to stop. So because of that, I think that I'm going to simply either take all of their land if it's possible, and if it's not, I'm simply going to dislodge this vassalization of these two. But first, we're going to deal with the guys that are not vassals with anyone. So we were going to begin with Genoa. Genoa, the Genoese republic here. Very powerful republic here. They have, oh, by the way, the Florentines are the ones that have the most in here. The Genoese are very weak in here. Okay, let's see. I don't think that if I go and say they could release Corsica, by the way, which is going to be interesting. They could release Greece. This means that they have something here, right? Where are them? Oh, here. That would be the small islands here. I don't care about that. This is not the time for Greece. We're still in the 16th century. It's still not the time for Greece. Theodore here and Trebizond. I think if we ask them to release Corsica, we're going to create a little bit of a vacuum here, and I don't know what will happen. Perhaps Aragon is going to be able to take Corsica, but I don't know. Corsica has been claimed by France, by England, by Tunis, and by Genoa as well, to create this conflict in between Genoa and France, but that would take... I don't think Tunis is going to be able, by the way, Aragon right now that I'm seeing here, Aragon has taken much of the northern part of Africa, so they're not going to be, the Tunisians are not going to be able to take anything here. So I think that could be a possibility, but we have to think about the union that they have with Burgundy. So I'm going to dislodge that, and I also going to stop, for example, steer trade. No, you cannot steer trade from Genoa because this is a dead end in terms of trade. This trade node is a dead end, including this one and the English Channel. So I'm going to do that and perhaps tell them to liberate Corsica, and we will be able to perhaps get good pillage. Pillage will grant additional development in our capital 221. I think it's going to be good. And finally, I'm going to go for war reparations and a little bit of coin. Oh, a little bit, 235, which is going to be more than amazing. This is going to will result in 0.2 inflation, which is nothing, but the 8.6 aggressive expansion. I don't know why I would have that, because I don't have Casus Belli on them. That's why I'm going to get the aggressive expansion. The aggressive expansion is something that I would like to be clean if I start to deal with these guys, but it's very tempting to have here the possibility to break them from Burgundy. I think this is going to be a good situation for the area. They're going to be alone, and basically they are going to be Savoy would be free to take them if they have some sort of let's see if they have some sort of no, they don't have any cores in here. Just Italy have cores in here. So I don't know. This is just going to make an aggressive expansion. First of all, let me see if I can deal with Burgundy without how much aggressive expansion that would amount for me. 28 aggressive expansion here. If I take all, it will amount for 110 aggressive expansion, and the whole world is going to be so angry with me that they're going to want me to disappear. I would become the Napoleon of the 16th century. Okay, so we don't want to become the Napoleon of the 16th century. This is going to still get a lot of 99 countries. Look at this. I could do this one, but still 68. It's more than enough for them to, when they surpass the 50 mark in terms of aggressive expansion, they start to create this sort of coalitions. If I surpass that, I don't want a coalition. So just by the fact, if I am able to take Antwerp, it's going to be amazing for me. So as well, I don't know if I can ask the other members here to liberate. No, I'm just asking them. They can cancel subjects in between them. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be good. They can cancel as well. Revoke cores in here. I don't care about that. I should, but I don't. Let's see. We could, in the other hand, they should be annulling treaties with Genoa, I think. With Genoa, that'll be a good thing to do. And transferring trade power. Do we transfer the trade power here? How much trade power do they have here? And if they have trade power, this should be here, right? Let me see. this is France and Burgundy. Yeah, Burgundy have 8 trade power. If they transfer the trade power, it's going to be 50% of that trade power, which is going to make a... Wow. We're destroying the English here, so I think it's going to be better. Instead of liberating Corsica, I think it's going to be better to do that. Corsica is still part of France, so it's good to have them like that. I don't know if they have allies with... Yeah, they have allies with France, which is a natural thing. So let's go and continue here. So we have a 66 here, so that means that if they transfer the trade power to me, that's going to be something of an amazing thing, but we're not going to be able to give any place here for the French. So if I do this, I would be able to give this also to the Austrians, if it's possible, I think, who take... Okay, this place is now being claimed by them. Yeah, we're going to forget about Nassau and Aachen here. Okay, perhaps this is part of Champagne. Rethels, at least. It would be nice to have if I give Rethel to the French, then these guys are going to be separated in all of their lands, and it's going to make a more interesting situation here. So that's what I'm going to do. So, as I was saying, I would give Rethel to France, and I would give this to France as well. I would prefer to see a powerful France here, instead of anything else. Let's see how much money I can get from this. This is going to amount for 28 aggressive expansion, which is not going to be bad. France is going to get 16. We'll see it Antwerpen to Holland and Rathellois to France, Nivernais to France, annul the treaties with Genoa, which is going to be fantastic, and Burgundy and their overlordship over Brabant and Flanders, which will allow me to attack them freely. 5 prestige I'm going to gain here, and Burgundy is going to lose most of its prestige. This is a better thing. This piece will cause Holland to suffer 17.6% overextension, but I'm not going to get any penalties for any coalition whatsoever. So at the end, I would have to core it, which is not free. There we go. Yeah, that's fantastic. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. Okay, so now I can threaten these guys freely, because after the truce I can threaten them, and I'm just going to deal with the aggressive expansion by managing the 17.6% of Antwerpen by making it a core. Fantastic. Good. Okay, so I'll return. Okay, everyone goes freely to their homes, so that's it. Let's move all the troops all over here. They're moving. Fantastic. So we just gained here Antwerpen, and we have production of glass. Brabant has announced Holland as a rival. That's amazing. By the way, if I want to get the Frisian freedom, we still have to take the war against the Utrechtians, and here we have to be in Flanders fields, which still we need, including Loon. But this is going to cast us into a war with the Palatinate. So let's see. 21? Are you kidding me? Are we getting that amount of money? This is a 37% of trade power in here, surpassing the the trade power of England. This is a trade powerhouse, my friends. Let's see if this is going to hold true for the next turn. And, oh my god, 10.54, that's amazing. And I don't even have, let's see, 15. Okay, we're good. We're not surpassing any force limit, and we're gaining 10 per turn. That's amazing. I can train these troops like forever and still have that amount of money. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to do is to steal maps. I'm gonna steal maps to the Portuguese. So I'm going to build spy network in here. I don't know if I can steal maps with this, guys. Perhaps, or support rebels. I don't care. They don't know of any regions, so yeah, they know of the world as much as we do, as we can see here. I like how these guys have not, they did not trigger the event of the Burgundian inheritance, but still, Charles is still alive and he has a Philippe de Bourgogne. I have seen in other runs that perhaps there's an event that is going to change that, and the event is going to happen, but here never happens, and it's amazing. It's very fun to see how Burgundy is going to slowly but surely eaten away. And yeah, I'm going to decline. I'm still want that legitimacy here. Ooh, let's go for the Landsknechts. Oh, wait. Can we do something here? No, we can't. Yep. Go to the Landsknechts, which is going to give us 9 here. Really amazing. Okay. 889, including 988. Oh, we are including. Oh, that was unexpected. To have an 8, to have a 9 here, more than France even. Yeah, that's going to change soon. So let's go to. Oh, I never changed that. I'm going to go for Condota infantry. Let's say that all of our contacts that we have in the south with the Italians are getting ourselves that. This is going to be in 5 years. That is going to be the upper guilders, everything here, and 4 years here. So it's going to be better for me to train in here instead of training here, because I still prefer the training, because with that training you can be more powerful with less amount of troops, and you can be more stronger. Yeah, yearly inflation reduction, I don't think it's going to work. Polders. The Low Countries are highly susceptible to flooding and in the unsettled weather of the 11th, 14th centuries. There were multiple floods leading to the creation of the Zuiderzee and also salting the soil of the coastal areas. And these are the polders that appear to be here, these Dutch polders, including the Amsterdam Bourse. Look how much money I'm doing. By the way, I can increase that. I'm pretty surprised how much trade power do I have here, and I can clearly continue creating more ships, which I think I'm going to do. I have the possibility to do another 7 ships, which is going to the thing that I'm going to do exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do we have another one? No, and 7 here. The 7 ships I'm going to use to continue boosting the economy here. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Doing fantastic job here. So I think that we are pretty good. I'm not doing this because at this point Holland will gain permanent claims on Lubeck and Gotland, and I don't want extra rivalries, extra penalties with other nations and stuff like that. So at the time, I'm not doing this unless I get myself just before getting myself into the Netherlands. I wonder if these Dutch missions are going to disappear. I think they are. They disappear when you form the Netherlands. By the way, what I'm going to do is try to make, when I create the Netherlands, I'm going to try to be a Republican, which is going to be, when you do the Netherlands, you have the option of balance of power in between orangists and statists, and I think I'm going to go for the Republic style, I think. Republican style, which is kind of unique here, because you can even get royal marriages even if you're a republic with Netherlands, which is kind of different, I think. If you are a republic, like for example Genoa or Venice, you're not able to get royal marriages. At least that's what I have read. And that's the reason I'm doing this run, because I just want to experience and have explored. Before going into EU5, I want to have explored the aspects of the Republic of the 7 provinces. Okay, and in the wiki they say that they will recommend you to create the Netherlands as soon as you can. As you can see, the only thing that I need to create the Netherlands is to take Utrecht, and I was just waiting for that, but France and Austria are very happy to join me against East Frisia, Verden, and Dortmund, which I think I'm going to do soon. I think I'm still going to do it in this chapter. Let me see, we are 52 minutes. I think it's going to be the next chapter. I'm going to take this, and finally I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to go through this. I think this is complete missions, Hansa relations. I must have 15 trade power in here, which I don't have. I'm just pushing the trade to the English Channel. So I don't think it's going to be possible. But still, I'm pretty sure these Dutch missions are going to change as soon as we get into the Netherlands. But the Netherlands, again, as I was reading, it's a pretty unique, they have a pretty unique mechanics in between the balance of monarchists and Republicans. And as I was saying, in this run, pretty much what I would like to do is to build up the Netherlands, or at least I think this is the nowadays Netherlands, Utrecht here, these two, and everything here, including Friesland and that. If I'm not mistaken, this part is not the Netherlands nowadays, even though it's part of the missions in here. Here with the Frisian freedom. Yeah, I think half of it, not including Oldenburg that they just got in here. I'm just surprised about this 3-star general here. So as I was saying, yeah, I think that'll do. Create the Netherlands. Push the more I can in here. Good thing is that these guys, well, they are now friends with Leech and Cleaves. That's a good thing, because if they are friends with Leech, I can attack one of those two. This one is not friend of Leech. It's friend of Eichen and Brunswick. And good thing is that if I attack again this Brabantines, just to take Brabant Brussels, then I would be able to take Liege. And I would expand, let's say, in here, and the part of Loon, basically Loon. I'm not going to go further in here because that will amount for more aggressive expansion and is going to make a lot of problems, even though they have these chips. It looks pretty good. This settlement looks pretty nice. But no, I'm just going to stop in Loon, go to Brussels, and take everything here with Ghent and Bruges. Riesel is going to go in the package. Then I'm going to start moving, and I'm going to try to create a small colony in Ceylon, something around India or something like that. If Ceylon is occupied or something, I'm just going to see what I can do. And that is going to be it. I'm going to stop there, and that are my plans, just to create a new, very interesting and powerful 7 provinces, and going into India or colonizing something interesting. I don't think I'm going to reach more than 700. Corruption appeared in our territories. So for stealing the maps, I would need 50, which I have 21. Sadly, I cannot use this in my... I can try to rise a little bit of rebels here, but it's costing me 183, and I have better things to use that money. So I'm just waiting for the ships the barks to appear in March, and then we're going to create in here the so-called Kurt house. And I think I'm going to start doing the Kurt house here, which is going to reduce state maintenance, even though it's not too much. I have a state maintenance of almost 1, but it's good. Okay, the barks are ready, I think. Let us take the barks in here. We got 5 barks, I think. 6 barks. Good. What is this? Deteriorating relations with the clergy. Eventually. Relations between the state and the clergy has now sunk low enough that it is entirely characterized by distrust and even open defiance. The holy places of our nation are centers of resistance to the Duke, and most of the faithful in our lands are doubting the legitimacy of a rule. I think this is because of the Reformation situation. We have 93% reform desire, and we're about to get into the age of Reformation. I think that's the reason. We're here. How much time is left for this? It's not telling us, but I think it's about to end. It ends soon. The colonialism, by the way, let me go and see here, was born in Lisboa. And it's spreading slowly in Europe. At least this is the place that has colonialism on it, which is going very, very fast. And soon, the next year, we're going to get colonialism in there, and I think that we're going to be able to embrace that institution. The embracement is for the embraced in 0 of 10 provinces and 0% of the development, because this place is very developed. It has a 22 in comparison with my other places. 22, 1, 11, 15. 17, yes, it's the most developed place. And I think that if we, by the way, I can do this. I can spread in here much more quicker. I'm protecting trade either way, but I can spread in here, which is going to be nice. I can spread with advancement efforts. Now, by the way, if you see here, you can see 0%. Once this place have embraced that, I think, let me see, how much do I need? There's a lot to take into account here. The spread is for embracement. Colonialism has not been big enough hold of our country for us to fully embrace it. It needs to be embraced in at least 10% of our autonomy modified development, but it is only embraced in 0%. Let's see how much this is going to make. 10%, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be enough. And I'm going to be able to embrace colonialism with plenty of money that I have here. So with things as they are, it comes as no surprise that it took for the situation to ignite. Was one small misstep by our Tuk during a religious ceremony last week. The peasants are now rising all over our country, with the clergy inciting them and directing their anger. We're going to lose stability. One thing that I have found is that you just make the time pass. Like a situation like this, I'm going to lose stability either way. I'm one, never mind. But I want to get the morale up before I lose before they rise here. The pretenders will rise in Amsterdam and Friesland either way, but I still need the morale here. So just don't click here and just wait for the time to pass, and that's it. Lately, we have been looking for painters. If we pay, we gain 1 stability again, and yeah, we pay, we gain 1 stability, and either way, we lose 1 stability here. But we're going to be ready here. Let's do this. So, waiting for that. Are we? That guy is more than amazing. I could try another one, but never mind. 1 more month. Okay, we accept that because we don't lose any legitimacy here. Here we are. These are peasants that are angry with our Duke because of the problem with the clergy. And let's remember that we want all the land of these people. This is because of this. Okay, let's take this guys into protecting trade, of course, in the English Channel. Look at the change, 7.50, and we can still get ourselves, could be this one. Or get ourselves into lands of the church, which we don't want, curtail the clerical privileges, which could be useful. Expand the temple rights, no. And maintain balance of power with another diplomat and getting more loyalty equilibrium. I think we're going to go curtailing this. Separate the clergy from the state would be amazing, but one of the following must be true. Holland has completed innovative ideas, humanitarian ideas, religious ideas, or divine ideas, which we don't have. So curtail the clerical privileges, which is going to religious unity. What is that here? Resistance, religious unity here. We have 100% religious unity either way. So why? Why would we want that? But the administration technology cost is going to be reduced, and I think I'm going to be able to get it, and I will get production efficiency, which is going to be great. Yeah, In between this as well, I think that's the best one. I have no cathedrals either way. Or I can change to this one. No, I'm going to go for this thing here. Religion might be of great social importance within our government, but the priestly class of our state have gained too much influence. Their narrow-minded world view will only hinder the growth of our state if they keep their power. Of course, and we're going to take influence from the clergy and get better prices for the administrative technology, which means that we're about to get that. So let's move the time so we can get this one, and I think we're going to end. Let's remember that I said that I want to have the reform religion. That is an interesting religion to play. I haven't played that before. Okay. So there we are. I'm just going to wait here for that. We are, 4.8. That's interesting. I just bought more ships, and now England, always England doing things with maritime power. Oh my God! I thought that was a good idea to bring more ships. Sadly. Let's see. Do you have anything with power of the ships or something? Okay. Good. Still, we have. Everything is okay here. I think it's going to be the next month, something like that. But still, no problems whatsoever with. We have one more ship left. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I just forgot about it. Okay. Let's see. One more ship. We go. Oh, there you go. 8. Let's just wait for the other ship here. 35 against 40. At least we're doing good. Here. February. March. Come on, let's go. There we go. This is going to gain innovative and yeah. 2,000? No, I prefer to lose prestige right now. Let's add these guys to the protection of the trade. We have the Powerhouse here, increasing our trade in here. We get our production efficiency, and finally, let's take more land. People are getting very angry. There is going to be a big problem for the statists when they try to take control, because as of right now, I'm just being a absolutist, taking all of the land that I can, 54%, and all of the states are basically inexistent. Promote and get administrative power and promote it. Promote anything that is how do you say that? The Reformation. There we go. The only problematic place now is going to be here. So we just continue training, and we have 8.28, which is magnificent. Because of the ships that we have, I think it's more than enough. Okay. So this was fun. This was Victus, and see you in the next one.